Hi, this is Peter Moriarty, and today I'd like to show you how you can deploy an app down to your Google Apps domain. So if you've got a Google Apps for Business domain and you'd like to push down a plugin for Google Chrome or an app for Google Chrome to all of your staff, you can actually do that through the Google Apps Administrator panel, and I'm going to run you through how to do that today. So step number one before we start is you want to ensure that all of your staff are actually signed into Chrome, and that will give you the ability to push down applications to their Google profile. So if you open up Google Chrome here, we like to use Google Chrome for all of our internet browsing on our machines, and you click in the top right hand corner, the three bars, you'll see that I'm signed in as Peter at itgenius.com.au, which is my corporate Google Apps identity, my corporate Google identity. So if you're not signed in, you want to make sure that you're signed in. What that gives you the benefit of is actually saving all of your desktop shortcuts along the top here. So all of those shortcuts there are going to give you quick access to the websites that you need to get access to. It's going to back up your passwords and your settings as well. So number one, it's going to back up all of your profile, but number two, once you're signed in, we can actually start to manage your staff's Chrome profile. If you have a look here in the top right hand corner, these are the plugins that I've got on my Google Apps Chrome account at the moment. So right now these plugins will appear in any Chrome browser that I sign into, and what we're going to do is we're going to push down an extra one and show you how that works. So first we'll sign into the Google Apps Administrator panel. To do that, we just go to admin.google.com. Now you'll need to be set up as a super administrator. If you sign in and once you sign in, you don't see a list of options to allow you to add and remove new users or create groups or change other settings for Google, it means that you're not a super administrator. So if you don't see this admin console, then you'll need to get in touch with either us, your itGenius team, or sign into the administrator account of your Google Apps account to actually access this menu. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to click on the other Google Services menu, and then we'll select Chrome Management. Next step is to go to User Settings, and you'll see here that up the top we have a policy refresh rate. And what that means is how often should each computer check in for new apps that you'd like to deploy down to them. Now if you've got a small business and you've got less than 50 staff, it's fine to set this right down to 30 minutes, which is the lowest and the fastest checking. If you say have hundreds of computers and you're worried about how much data pushing down applications might take up, then you might change the policy setting, but 30 minutes is fine for most small businesses. Next up, what we're going to do is we're going to scroll down and find the option that says pre-installed apps and extensions. And this is how we're going to deploy a specific application down to Google Chrome browser for our staff. If you have a look here at this menu, Manage Pre-installed Apps, and click that one there, we'll be able to browse for and then push down applications for our team. Now you can see here that I've already got 12 apps pre-installed for my team under my Google Apps account. There's lots there. What we can do is, for another one that we'd like to add, we can go to the Chrome Web Store, and then we can actually search the Chrome Web Store for any of the apps that we'd like to actually bring down. So let's say, for instance, we wanted to add a Asana extension. I know there's a browser extension for Asana. We've already got one of the Asana ones added, but let's add the Asana extension up the top here. I'm just going to check that one out and see exactly what it does. So this extension is going to sit in the top right hand corner and allow me to create new Asana tasks right from my Chrome browser. That's pretty handy. So let's push that down to the team. All we do is we click the Add button here, and that's going to add that to the list of deployed applications. I'm going to click Save, and then I'll need to click Save Changes in my device management menu. And then we're done. Now within 30 minutes, as long as all of your team are signed into Chrome, the new application will appear in their Chrome profile. As you can see, in the top right hand corner of my browser, it's been about 20 minutes and the app has now been pushed down to my Chrome browser. So all of my staff will see that as well, as long as they're signed into Google Chrome with their business Gmail addresses. Any questions, leave your comments on the blog, or you can get in touch with us at itgenius.com.au.